Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital weekly spoilers for May 5th through May 9th. Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watros, has very good reason to be terrified. Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna, is ranting and Lois Cerullo, Rena Sofer, is accused. Nina's plan is not going as she hoped. She just hoped that video would be it and Willow Tate Caitlin McMullen would go, "Oh, you cheated," and walk away. But Drew Kane Quartermain Cameron Matheson is persistent. He's like a cockroach you cannot kill. He knows he was drugged with ketamine and he wants to press charges. Drew knows that the last person he remembers, the last interaction before everything went fuzzy, was Tracy Quartermain, Jane Elliott, and she has threatened him. Maybe he thinks that she set him up. It kind of adds up. So Drew is looking into all this and lets Drew know that he is going to get back to him depending on what he finds out. Really, it seems like the PCPD needs to be investigating, not Congressman Cutthroat. Willow tells Nina about the drug test results and wants to know if her mom thinks she's dumb to believe Drew. Carly Corinthos Spencer, Laura Wright pressed Nina to drive this home, but she is so scared to push Willow too far. Nina is terrified that somehow her role in this is going to come out. It's beginning to be clear to her that maybe this wasn't as perfect of a plan to target Dre as she thought. But Carly's super excited. Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havins, is stunned on Monday's General Hospital when Dante says, "Yeah, I still love you, too. But, and there's a whole big but, he still loves Sam McCall Kelly Monaco. He's still grieving. So, even though he says he loves Lulu and never stopped loving her, there's not going to be a reunion, at least not right now, because Dante isn't ready. On Monday, he is livid. I think that's likely going to be because Rocco Falseroni, Finn Francis Carr, and Danny Morgan, Asher Jared Antonizin, went to that college party and Rocco got completely wasted. Danny finds Rocco passed out. He's trying to wake him up and everything is stressful. Also on Monday, Cody Bell, Josh Kelly, stumbles onto a dangerous situation, and he may find Danny trying to help Rocco. It looks like they may actually have to take him over to GH. Carly will give Lulu some advice on GH. Carly knows about the secret. Lulu has come to her. She has advised her to zip it up. Don't do this. You may risk losing Dante. If Lulu thinks that she doesn't have a chance with Dante, maybe she feels like there's no risk to tell him about the baby. It's not like it can ruin things more. She's pretty mad that Brooklyn Quartermain, Amanda Seddon, whined to Harrison Chase Josh Swickard. Then, he talked to Dante, who came at Lulu kind of hot about the article. So, she may be in the mood to just burn things down if she thinks she can't get her man. But Carly warns her that she may regret this for the rest of her life. It certainly sounds like Lulu's about to get deeper into this adoption stuff. Jocelyn Jax, Eden McCoy, is feeling guilty, of course, for stealing Emma's thumb drive and ruining all that hard work to sabotage her. Emma notices the drive is gone. So, it looks like Jocelyn and Vaughn are going to have to figure out a way to sneak it back in her pocket. Brad Cooper Perry Shen circles back around to Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr. He wants to collect on delivering her that ketamine. There's so much mutual blackmail. Plus, Tracy is ranting at Lois about the secret adoption. Sounds like she's certain that she misadvised BLQ. Most of all, Tracy wants to know where's her great-grandkid. I wonder if she's going to be the one to suss out that lie about Street Ignatius. Then on Tuesday's General Hospital, May 6th, Season 62, Episode 166, we've got Lois pleading with Dante. That's a very interesting spoiler, and it almost sounds like maybe Lulu circled around and told him. But it could be about him just being upset with Rocco. Lois knows the kid pretty well because they were living under the same roof. We'll see. Maybe she's trying to get him to chill out on his son. Rocco has to apologize on Tuesday. Obviously, it's about sneaking off to the party. Teenage stuff. Who hasn't snuck into a party they shouldn't have been at, right? Also, Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grant, is in the hot seat maybe with Ava Jerome, Maura West grilling her about money. Could be Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Mancy, and Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Baganos. Drew gets some key information. There is a spoiler photo. I can't show you for copyright reasons. But it looks like he is in the hospital lab based on the background you see behind him. So, he may have gone to grill Brad. Christina opens up to Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson. Maybe she's going to tell him that her mom wanted to have her committed. I wonder if Lucky might be the one who tells her, "I wonder if your mom knows what you did." On Wednesday's GH, May 7th, episode 167 of season 62, Christina is offering an olive branch. It may be to her mom. Maybe she wants to smooth things over with Alexis. Maybe that talk with Lucky has her seeing, okay, she is really concerned about me. Lulu is grateful, and it may be that Rocco is okay. There's another spoiler photo for the week of her kind of peeking around the corner, spying on Dante. Looks like he's at GH and is quite upset at someone, maybe their son. Brooklyn is completely baffled, and we'll see what that's about. Maybe more adoption stuff. Speaking of adoption, Gio opens up to Emma, and maybe he's going to talk about how he feels having no parents. The kid is lonely. Brennan, Charles Messer briefs Jocelyn and Vaughn. Obviously, it's about what's going on with Professor Dalton. Maybe even we're going to find out why he's a target. Thursday, May 8th, episode 168 of season 62 of General Hospital. Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, hands out some tough love, probably to Danny about him and Rocco getting wasted. Dante opens up to Sonny Corinthos Maurice Bernard. This could be about grief and telling Lulu he loved her, or maybe he's found out about the adoption by then. Because he never knew his dad till he was an adult either, and he shot him. So, not good. Brad makes a life-changing decision. This may tie back to the whole ketamine blackmail issue. Portia is fishing for information from Willow, probably trying to find out how much she and Drew know about what happened to him that night. She's got to be scared. Curtis Ashford, Donald Turner, and Nina are commiserating. It could be because things aren't going as badly for Drew as they hope. Friday, May 9th, season 62, episode 169. Sasha Gilmore, Sophia Matson, and Willow have a very tense encounter. I wonder if Sasha is going to mock her about Drew being caught on video again. There was the teddy bear nanny cam of Willow and Drew boinking, and here he is with body shots. So Sasha may take a cheap shot. We'll see. Lulu questions Ned Ashton, Wally Kurth. Is she circling in on the rest of the secret? Is this more with her poking the bear about the adoption stuff? BLQ and Harrison meet with Alexis. Maybe they're going to get the ball rolling on adopting a baby and want her to be their attorney. Tracy is surprised. Is that because she is questioned about Drew's drugging? And Sidwell Carlo Rhoda makes someone an offer by the time next week closes on General Hospital. Port Charles is no stranger to secrets, betrayal, and emotional outbursts, but this week, the drama reaches a fever pitch. As Dante finds himself spiraling, Nina's carefully balanced world threatens to implode, and Lois finds herself caught in the crosshairs of a federal probe. Here's what to expect in a week filled with shocking confessions, painful truths, and fiery confrontations. Monday, May 5th, the breaking point. Dante Falconeri has been under pressure for months, juggling his loyalty to the PCPD, his complicated relationship with Sam, and his unresolved trauma from nearly losing his life in the line of duty. But when he discovers a classified lead involving Sonny that Mac and Anna purposely withheld from him, he snaps. Storming into the commissioner's office, Dante demands to know why he's being sidelined. Mac tries to calm him down, but Dante throws his badge on the desk and walks out, leaving everyone wondering if this is the end of his career. Meanwhile, at the Metro Court, Nina Reeves Corinthos finds herself on edge. A surprise audit at Crimson throws her morning into chaos. What she doesn't know is that the IRS may be targeting her business dealings with Valentine, and Martin Gray's calls are going straight to voicemail. When Olivia tries to offer support, Nina brushes her off coldly, showing that the pressure is taking a serious toll. Tuesday, May 6th, unraveled threads. Sam McCall tries to reach Dante, but he's nowhere to be found. She turns to Spinelli, who uses his digital footprint to track Dante to the old boxing gym. There, Sam finds him in the ring, punching out his frustrations on the bag until his knuckles bleed. When she confronts him, Dante breaks down, emotionally raw as he admits he feels like a pawn in a game he no longer wants to play. At the Quartermain mansion, Lois Cerullo is called into the family study for a private conversation with Ned and Tracy. The feds have contacted ELQ about suspicious music contracts connected to Eddie Main's brief resurgence. While Lois swears she didn't cook the books, Tracy isn't convinced, and begins grilling her about old associates from Bensonhurst. Tensions rise as Lois fights to protect her integrity and her family name. Wednesday, May 7th, truth or consequences. Nina's world begins to crack. Ava pays her a visit, sensing something is deeply wrong. After some coaxing, Nina admits that she's being investigated, and worse, she's afraid Valentine may have set her up to take the fall. Ava urges her to come clean before it's too late, but Nina doesn't trust anyone, not even Sonny. Speaking of Sonny, he receives a cryptic warning from Brick about a leak inside his organization. Someone has been passing information to a rival in Puerto Rico. Sonny begins a quiet internal investigation, all while suspecting someone close to him, maybe even Nina. Back at the police station, Lois gets called in for formal questioning by the feds. She's livid, and demands a lawyer. Surprisingly, Alexis Davis shows up to represent her, thanks to a favor called in by Olivia. Lois keeps her cool, but a particular name from her past, Rico Zambrano, rattles her to the core. Is this connected to a decades-old crime? Thursday, May 8. Lines in the sand. Dante returns home and opens up to Rocco about being on leave. Sam watches from the doorway as Dante shares a quiet moment of vulnerability with his son. Later, she finally confronts Dante about their future. Is he willing to let go of the force for good? Or is this just another dark spiral? Meanwhile, Nina attends a board meeting at Crimson only to be ambushed by a reporter from The Invader, who's gotten wind of the federal investigation. Nina goes on the defensive, but the damage is done. By day's end, the story breaks online, and Nina's face is splashed across. Headlines. Ava warns her to tread carefully, but Nina is already spiraling. She accuses Valentine of betrayal when he finally returns her calls, but he's tight-lipped, giving her nothing but vague reassurances. It only fuels Nina's paranoia. At GH, Lois visits Olivia, seeking comfort. The two bond over wine and old memories, but Olivia grows suspicious when Lois deflects questions about Rico Zambrano. Later, Olivia finds a photo from years ago showing Rico, Eddie, and Lois in a club backstage, a photo she's never seen before. Friday, May 9. Fallout and fireworks. As the week ends, Dante meets with Anna Devane for a final debrief. He's calmer, but firm. He can't go back to work without knowing he's being told the whole truth. Anna hesitates, but eventually hands him a file that could blow a hole in multiple investigations, including Sonny's. Nina, now public enemy number one in the press, finally confesses to Ava that she's been hiding financial dealings from Sonny, and that she used Crimson as a shell company for several Valentine-advised transfers. Ava is furious but warns her, if Sonny finds out from someone else, Nina won't live to regret it. At the Q mansion, Lois is summoned to the gate, where a mysterious man in a dark suit awaits her. It's time to talk about Bensonhurst, he says ominously. As Lois looks around to see if anyone is watching, she steps outside. The gate's close behind her. And just when you think the week is over, Sonny walks into Nina's office, holding a manila envelope. His eyes are cold, unreadable. We need to talk, he says, and Nina's face goes pale. Coming next week. Secrets explode in the courtroom. Jason returns to Port Charles with a warning. Brooklyn takes charge, and crosses a dangerous line. The Zambrano name resurfaces, and someone won't make it out alive. Thanks for watching this video and please subscribe our GH News 24 YouTube channel for more update news.